Hello everyone. In the previous video we were talking about the first type of reproduction, which is asexual reproduction. It needs one parent, and now we want to talk about the second type of reproduction, which is sexual reproduction. Now for sexual reproduction, most multicellular organisms can reproduce sexually. A sexual reproduction, two parents each contribute a sex cell to the new organism. Okay, here so needs two parents. Half the genes in the offspring come from each parent. If you remember when we talked meiosis and we talked about the sex cells, and we said that for the new organism or for the offspring, half of their genetic material from the mom and the other half from the dad. Male produce sex cells. If you remember, we said these cells, they are called sperm cells. For female sex cells, they produce egg cells. Sex cells are produced by meiosis. If you remember, we said why the meiosis is important to produce what gametes, female gametes and male gametes, sperm cells and egg cells. And for sexual reproduction, sex cells have half of the set of genetic material found in the body cell. And also we have mentioned for sperm and egg cell, they combine together in a process which is called fertilization, if you remember. It's only like a revision actually. Here, when an egg cell is fertilized by a sperm cell, a new cell called zygote is formed, and if you remember, we said the zygote, half of its chromosomes from the dad and the other half from the mom, and it has at the end the full set of genetic material. So what is the zygote? The zygote is the cell that is produced from what? A combination of a nucleus of sperm and the nucleus of egg cell. Then this zygote actually will start to divide. يعني we are for us we started as only one cell, which is a zygote, and this zygote start to divide and make what mitosis division to give different number of cells, and these cells, they will be specialized to make many cells in our body. Okay, so here you are the size that you are today because of which type of cell division, which is what? Which is the mitosis, right? Okay, so here you have to know, we already mentioned the meaning of fertilization, the meaning of the zygote, the meaning of gametes, male gamete and female gamete, sperm and egg cells, and they are haploid, if you remember, cells we said. Okay, let's look at this, listen to this video and write notes while you are listening.
All living things can reproduce or make new living things. The two types of reproduction are sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction requires two parents, while asexual reproduction needs only one. In sexual reproduction, two parents combine their genetic material to form a new organism. The new organism is formed using genetic information from each parent. This new organism will be different from both parents. Almost all multicellular organisms reproduce by sexual reproduction. Click the images to learn more about sexual reproduction. Gametes are cells used in reproduction. Females make egg cells. Males make sperm cells. Each gamete has only half of the chromosomes needed to make a complete organism. During fertilization, the sperm and egg combine to form a zygote, which has the full set of chromosomes. The zygote is the first cell of a new organism. The zygote divides into two cells, then those two divide into 4, and 4 divide into 16. The cells divide over and over again until they become a developed organism that has millions of cells. The zygote gets its genes from both parents, so the new organism will not look exactly like either of them. And each of the offspring will be a little different from his or her siblings. The result is a population with a variety of traits. This diversity increases a species' chances of survival and is one of the advantages of sexual reproduction.
Okay, so this is in general about the sexual reproduction. I'm going to ask some questions. In what way is meiosis important in sexual reproduction? If you remember, we said for meiosis results in reproduction of 6 cells that have half the number of chromosomes of body cells. When male and female 6 cells join, they form a diploid zygote that can grow into a new organism. I'm going to show you this question and the answers, and copy them, please. Okay, look at this question. Write the answer in your notebook and the question. I'm going to show you now. There is a question on your book which is on page 116. I'm going to show you the picture and the question. Look at this one here. Males produce sperm cells, female produces egg cell. During fertilization, one sperm combines with one egg. Okay, the fertilized egg develops into a new organism. The question: how do the offspring of sexual and asexual reproduction differ? How they are differ from each other? You have to put in your mind the offspring of asexual reproduction have one parent and they are identical to the parent. Okay, we said the offspring of sexual reproduction, they have 2 parents and they are not identical to either parent, right? So they are the variation here, which is one of the advantages of sexual reproduction. Let's write the answer here. The offspring of asexual reproduction have one parent and they are identical to the parent. And they are identical, we said, to the parent. Okay. Okay, هلا the offspring of sexually reproduction have 2 parents. Okay, and they are not identical. Write the answer. Okay, if you have any question about today's lesson, you can send me your question. Thank you for listening.